Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to go over and explain why folks tend to start out with Kali Linux as a beginner pen testing operating system. So if you guys are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share, and let's get into it and have some fun. Alrighty then folks, so here we are on my desktop. So I wanted to ask you, right, have you ever wondered why actually hackers use Kali Linux, or beginners or pen testers or whatever? It's not just like in Mr. Robot and in movies and Matrix and all that stuff. It's actually, the real reason is because it's super easy to use. And in today's world, it's the main operating system that people use, right? I don't use it as my daily pen testing operating system, but a lot of folks tend to use this as a beginner, right? So who is it made for, right? I want to go into who is it made for. It's made for pretty much ethical hackers, penetration testers, security pros, researchers and all that stuff. So, and as you can see here, Kali Linux isn't, let me move up a little bit. It's an open source distribution, right? What does that mean? It is free, completely free. So that's pretty cool, right? And who is it created by? If you guys wanted to ask, who is this made by? Remember, this video is totally for beginners getting into the world of cybersecurity and penetration testing. And if you know this info, please skip this because this is not for you. I don't want to put in the comments, this was silly or whatever. This is not for you. I'm explaining what is Kali Linux, why you should be using it, and all that good stuff. So let me get back to my point. So pretty much Kali Linux is free, open source, right? It's created by ISP, Offensive Security, and they're the same folks that are behind pretty much like the OSCP, OSWP, OSWE, OSEP, and all the the certifications that people tend to gravitate towards when they get into offensive security. And the cool thing is, it's basically like a Swiss Army knife for ethical hacking tools. It has Nmap, SQL map, everything that you really need, and we'll go over that in a second. So like I said, for beginners, this is probably best to use because it has all those hundreds of, I think it's like 600 plus tools installed already for you, and it's ready out of the box, right? So for me, if you're asking, okay, what do I use? I got like a little lint or something in my eye. Sorry about that. So like what I use for my daily driver, to be honest, is something called Exegol, and that's a containerized operating system. I run that I have it running in my local Windows machine, and I have it on my work laptop that I run it in Ubuntu. So that's what I use, right? So why am I recommending Kali Linux? The reason why I'm recommending Kali Linux because it's more user-friendly. It has already everything installed for you. And that's pretty much the main reason, right? I'm not trying to say one's better than the other, whatever floats your boat, right? If I want to have a pair of Jordans on my feet or a pair of Adidas, like who likes Adidas more than Nike, or who likes Jordan more than Reebok, or whatever your shoe. I don't know. I'm a big shoe head. So anyhow, let me get back to the point. So obviously Kali Linux has over 600 plus security tools built in. And it has pretty much everything from if you want to scan something, exploitation, password cracking, Wi-Fi hacking, which is probably my favorite. Wi-Fi and Active Directory are probably my two favorite top externals too, but externals these days you don't really find much for external network pen test. You have forensics tools, and like I said, you have Nmap, Burp Suite, Metasploit, Aircrack NG, Wireshark, NetExec, and blah blah. Hashcat, all the good stuff, right? All in one, and you can use it pretty much at your fingertips with Kali Linux. And the next cool thing, and we can actually come up here. Let me actually come up here and go to community. Wow, why does this look all weird? Let me see something. I don't know if it's just let's just go to tools documentation. And for an example, I think it's just probably my browser looks a little weird because I have this on dark mode and it's not even dark. Whatever, who cares? All right, so in packet scripts, that's what I use a lot for Active Directory, NetExec, Reaver, that's another one I use. Hydra, Nmap, of course. Let's see, BetterCap, WP Scan for WordPress scanning. If you want to test your WordPress site, you can enumerate for different things. Like this is numerate and -P for passwords. And or plugins. I think the piece for plugins. I don't really run too much of WP Scan, to be honest, but you just do WP Scan -help, and then you can see the different options and switches. So Dirbuster, Dir Search, it has everything pretty much built in for you, a lot of these tools, right? So Bloody AD, that's cool that they have that installed now. Responder for capturing hashes, Recon NG, the list goes on and on and on, right? So you can see different, you can list all the tools here and you can see every single thing, right? I'm not gonna go through all of those. You can go back to Kali and check it out. And the next thing I wanna do is go to download, right? So the cool thing is it runs pretty much on anything. I'm running this Kali in VMware, right? So you can run in VMware, it can run in VirtualBox, you can run in Raspberry Pis. Kali can run off a USB if you're trying to go on the go. Cloud instances, for example, AWS, GCP, or Azure. This is pretty much, I use it in three spots, to be honest, right? I want to be honest. I'll run my Kali or my attack machine, if it's not Kali, on my local laptop. I have one on this desktop, and then I have one in something in DigitalOcean. And DigitalOcean is a cloud-based. You can create droplets, and that's pretty much what I do. I don't use AWS or GCP or Azure. I use something called DigitalOcean. It's a cloud-based service. And whatever works for you, however you want to set up your instances, your labs, whatever. So the next thing I want to talk about is it's lightweight and fast, right? You can run different kind of desktops. You can run it on different, what do you call it? Yeah, like desktop schemes, like what do you call it? I can't even think about it now. Can't think about what's the, let me go to Google, and it's like XFCE, desktop environments. You can change the different environments, right? So as you can see here, you have different environments that you can run your Kali on. And let me just put Kali here. Let me just wait for here. So this is the most popular, and you have, if you want to, install it here, you can run different kinds of desktop environments, right? So that's the cool thing you can do. It's totally optimized. You can optimize it for your performance, and you can run it on even older laptops. I have it on I have one instance on an older laptop just to have it around, and like it's not something I use on a daily, but whoops, sorry. You can actually run that on anything pretty much. I know I'm going on a rant now. So my next thing is, so it's really good for wireless and hardware hacking, but me personally, for any kind of Wi-Fi pen testing, I use an OS called Parrot OS. It is really early, so it's 7:30 in the morning, so that's why I'm a little off. Wi-Fi hacking. And I need to do this before I go play golf, because I'm playing golf this morning, and that's why I'm trying to do this quickly beforehand. So you can see like password attacks and wireless testing with Parrot OS. Am I not going to be able to go down? Okay, cool. So sometimes on Medium, you have to sign up, and I'm not signing up today. All right, so you can see here, like, I guess it's pretty much, doesn't really show you much. I guess maybe here, let me see. Tech latest. Yeah, this is useless. But anyway, so for my wireless hacking, I use Parrot OS. And here, I don't have a Wi-Fi adapter, but you can go in here on the menu, and you can see everything is categorized. So like wireless attacks, you can see like Kismet, Fern, And I do have some videos on some of these tools on my channel already, like Wi-Fi. I like Wi-Fi, to be honest. Let me see if I can make this bigger. And it's really, really cool because it automatically just tries to crack it with a word list that you supply. And it cracks WEP. If you're running WEP, that's crazy, but it does. WPA, WPS. So that's why, like, if you have a wireless router in your house, disable WPS if you really don't need it, because this is going to give an attacker leverage to try to crack that pin. So you definitely don't want to leave that lingering out there. So that's a cool tool that I use. And you need, like, I have like an alpha. I don't even know if I have it on here. I think it's over there on my little display behind me. But I do have some alpha. I have Panda Wi-Fi adapters, and you have to make sure it goes into monitor mode in your terminal in order for you to perform these attacks. So the next thing, I already mentioned this, is pretty much built for security professionals. You know, Kali's not going to be like your everyday operating system. It's designed more for penetration testers. The tools often require root access to run some of the tools. And this makes the privilege control easy and safe. So you can run like what I'm doing here on my machine. If I do a who am I right here, I'm Kali, but if I do sudo su and now I'm root, right? So just that easy. And then you can just do exit and you can get back to your Kali user, right? So it's pretty cool. And the next thing I want to talk about is like rolling updates. So pretty much what does this mean? Like Kali uses rolling release model, which means that you can always have the latest patches, right? Tools, features, without doing like a full system reinstallation or formatted reinstall or whatever. So that's pretty cool, right? And you know, you have different forensic tools, forensic boot mode. You can run that. You can run like stuff like autopsy, in-case, and all that cool stuff that you can use for digital forensics. And I remember I was doing a lot of that stuff when I did my CHFI, Certified Hacking Forensics Investigators from EC Console, doing some forensic stuff. It was fun. I don't do it as much anymore. It's probably like 8 years ago that I was doing it like hardcore, but maybe I'll do some forensic stuff on here. That'll be pretty cool. But anyhow, you have different kind of anonymity tools. Same thing, like I use for my anonymity, there's a few things I use for that, like you can run tails and stuff like that, but I got like this little, I think it's maybe an eyelash, maybe not lint, but I run also Parrot OS. You can use like a non-surf and stuff like that, but you can, you know, easily integrate that with your Kali. You can run Tor, you can run VPNs, proxy chains. Pretty much it's making it great for like, you know, stuff like OSINT research and privacy testing and all that good stuff. And the other cool thing is like it has thousands and thousands and thousands of tutorials on Kali Linux on the internet. So that's pretty cool. You can get GitHub repos, YouTube videos like this one, dedicated documentation from InfoSec or from Kali. So, you know, it's super easy for beginners to understand. And it's pretty much the industry standing for training. So like if I'm doing like a try hack me machine or hack the box or InfoSec labs or whatever kind of, even my own labs, I'm using Kali for the most part. If I'm doing a course, because it's easier to understand, it's easier to install, you know, and all major platforms really use Kali except Hack the Box. They use Parrot for their attack machine. But for me, like if you're doing training for like OSCP, even CPTS or CBBH or CAPE or whatever, you know, me personally, like I use Exegol, but you know, especially for InfoSec, you're going to use Kali because that's made by them. And the best part of it all, right? It's free, zero cost. Doesn't have a license, no paywalls. Anyone can download Kali and start learning ethical hacking today. And that's pretty much it, right? And if you want to see more hands-on Kali, I know this was more of just like a video to explain what Kali Linux is. This is really bright, so I'm going to go back to my terminal. I apologize. So if you want to, see full hands-on tutorials installing Kali, obviously I have those on my video. I have them on my video list, setting up pen testing labs, using the top tools, and all that stuff. So if you found this informative, or if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe for more hacking videos for you and so many others. So thank you so much and have a beautiful day. See you in the next one.